Savvy investors are obsessed with the downside, right? Because no investment is without risk. And if anyone tells you otherwise, run for the hills. It's not true. Savvy investors also know that the right questions can reveal more than any pitch deck ever could. So let's look at 4 questions that you can ask a sponsor to learn more about the deals and also learn more about the sponsor. Number 1, walk me through your top 3 downside risks for this deal. This is important because anyone can sell a dream. However, seasoned operators will proactively identify the risks and what can go wrong with a deal. Therefore, they can also strategize in advance how to mitigate these potential risk factors. And when you ask about the downsides, you want to hear specific granular risks. Okay, so something like construction delays, slower lease-ups, rising insurance costs, and stuff like this. And you also want to hear the operator's specific concrete plans for mitigating these risks. Number 2, how did you derive the market rent comps? This matters a lot because rent comps, are affected by so many factors, right? And you want to make sure that you are trying to compare apples to apples as much as possible. So you want to compare, buildings of similar ages, similar renovation styles, similar amenities, and so on. So if we're looking at a B-class property for this specific deal, but then we're pulling rent comps from A-class properties, of course it's going to look like, we are under market and so on. Make sure that they're using reliable data. Make sure they are mystery shopping and doing everything that they can to get the most accurate read on the actual market rent. Number 3. What is your plan if stabilization takes 6 months longer than projected? This is important because it tests the operational and financial resilience. Okay, this is why we often underwrite with reserves. Things pop up that you could not anticipate in advance, and enough reserves or enough of a buffer is going to give you, sufficient time to course correct and make sure that you stay on target. And finally, question number 4. Can I see a quarterly report from one of your past deals? This is important because it shows their standards of communication and transparency. So are they showing things like actual and projected figures? Are they explaining variances from the original projections or plans? And so on.